Good evening, and welcome to the Pipe Report. I'm surprised I even have to do this type of article. But yes, you are reading that right. Tulsi Gabbard's Stop Arming Terrorists Act, introduced in the Senate. It was actually introduced in the House, and Rand Paul did similar legislation in the Senate. But yes, you've heard that correctly. We, the US, are funding terrorist organizations in the Middle East. That's taxpayer money that the government is giving to people who want to kill us. And you are paying for it. And you are paying for it by what's called inflation, a hidden tax. I'm surprised I even have to go over this. I mean, this is common sense. And we have been doing this for a while. I mentioned before in previous videos, for instance, al-qaeda in Yemen, we're funding. Obama actually funded Syrian rebels who turned out to be a sect of ISIS, because it's kind of funny. We fund them and weaponize them to overthrow Assad, and instead of doing our bidding, they turn right around and decide they want to kill us instead. I'm glad we can trust terrorists, because it seems like, they're good people deep down. It's pathetic. It really is. But, first, before I go over this article here, it's not really an article, it's actually on Tulsi Gabbard's webpage. I want to go over Tulsi Gabbard because I like her. I really do. I am an independent, which I've said before. I am fiscally conservative, and I am socially moderate. I do believe in less government. That being said, though, in 2024, if she runs, I would probably vote for her. It depends who she's up against. If she's against Rand Paul in a one-on-one, I will vote for Rand Paul. If she's against Ted Cruz, that one I'm not sure. I'd probably do Ted Cruz, though. If she's up against Austin Peterson from the Libertarian Party, which he won't make it, but if he was, I would definitely vote for him because that guy is smart and he's good shit. I recommend checking out some of his videos. Austin Peterson, Libertarian Party. Or in 8 years, if there's another GOP or a conservative or someone like that who's against her, then I have to decide then. But I like her. I really do. And she's a Democrat, but she's not like Pelosi. She's not like Schumer. And I've been listening to her, and she's against interventionism and military aggression and arming and funding terrorists. So let's go over this a little bit. Washington, D.C. Tulsi Gabbard's Stop Arming Terrorists Act has been introduced in the U.S. Senate by Senator Rand Paul. The bipartisan legislation, here's the House resolution, and the Senate, would prohibit any federal agency from using taxpayer dollars to provide weapons, cash, intelligence, or any support to al-qaeda, ISIS, and other terrorist groups. And it will prohibit the government from funneling money and weapons to other countries who are directly or indirectly supporting terrorists. This still kind of blows my mind that we have to introduce a bill to create law to prevent our elected officials from funding our enemies so they can use our weapons against our citizens. I mean, if that is not the best example of an oxymoron, I really don't know what is. But yeah, she's good shit. I've been actually watching a lot of her videos recently, and I am a fan. I am a Tulsi Gabbard fan, even though she's a Democrat. But there are some good Democrats still around. She is one. What's his name? Oh, I have a video of him too, actually. I forgot his name. Jim Webb. Jim Webb is good too. But now the Democratic Party is becoming so left. They're separating. They are becoming different entities. Instead of a Democratic being a centralist party, now they're breaking off to a Democratic centralists and the progressives. And sadly, the twin brother of the progressives are the regressives, who have similar beliefs with progressives, except they do their bidding using violence and safe spaces and all this whiny-diny bullshit. So, and I'm done.